Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today is the day that I'm going to share with you some of the new Revolution Pro products that I purchased. I purchased mine as soon as I saw them available, which I think was around midday on Thursday. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that these were available. So I've made quite a large order. I'm so excited about sharing these with you, and what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try them on today. You can see that I've got my full face of makeup on, but I will be doing a few swatches. I am wearing one of the products which I can't wait to share with you. I'll link all of the products with the prices down below, and of course, you know, the link for you to purchase or where you can purchase them from. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. It seems that the brand it's called Revolution Pro, and there have been a number of name changes recently. So the website has undergone a change, and I think Revolution Makeup, that used to be obviously Makeup Revolution. It's now just Revolution, and you get that on all of the products. But this, I believe, used to be called Freedom Makeup, and it's now changed to Revolution Pro. So I have a box here, so it's a large box full of products to share with you, and I'm going to be going through them one by one, giving you my thoughts on the packaging. I'll probably, like I say, do a few swatches, but I am so excited about this, and I know that you're excited as well, because you've been telling me or asking me, am I going to, you know, be reviewing and looking at some of the products? Well, of course I am, because I love this brand, and well, I love Makeup Revolution. I love anything from, and it's called, let me just see if I can get the name right, Revolution Beauty. I've now got it. So anything that I purchase off there, I love. But without further ado, let's get into the products. So the first product that I picked up is the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation. Now, I have got on really well with their stick foundation, although I have found that, I mean, it's okay when I first put it on and it looks amazing on camera, but I'm finding that with my oily skin going into, well, obviously fingers crossed when I'm going into spring and summer, but going into summer I need something that is not going to show my oils on my face. It's not too bad at the moment, and when I do my videos I'm getting good feedback from you, how you're really liking that on my face. So I've reverted back to the L'Oreal, because I just find that by the end of the day I'm too dewy, and it's only going to get worse as the months roll on and warm up. So I went for the full cover camouflage foundation. It looks like this. Now this is quite squidgy. I really love the packaging on this. I'm comparing it, I suppose, to the L'Oreal foundation that I've got. It feels very squidgy, or the tube does. I really love it's quite simplistic, you know, the packaging, but I really like that, and I think that it also looks very expensive looking. It was £7. I've picked mine up in F4. What I also like is that the F4 is there, so it's actually on the front. Also, and I can't remember, it may have been their Instagram, but their foundation shades in the stick foundation is the same in this foundation. So I've gone for F4 because that's absolutely fine for me. It's a little bit light, but I have tried F6, and that is just a little bit too yellow. I do like a pink tone. Another thing that I wanted to mention, and this will be a long video because I'm going through all of the products and giving you my first thoughts, and there are a lot to get through. So apologies in advance. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. Also, what I found when I looked at the colours, and thankfully I'd seen that message on Instagram saying that, you know, whatever shade you are in the stick foundation, it will then carry through into the new foundations from the Revolution Pro range. So thankfully I saw that, but on the website it's still saying that F5 is pink and F4 is more neutral, I believe. It should be the other way round. F4 is the pink toned foundation, and F5 is more neutral. Obviously I haven't swatched these yet, but not this one anyway. I have swatched another one that I've picked up. Now let me just pop this on my hand. When you open it, it's leaked out a little bit because there's no like foil over it, but it's absolutely fine. In fact, I'm quite pleased about that at the moment because I've had to undo all of the packaging on this, and it has taken me a while. Now, that is the Camouflage foundation in F4. It's going to be a perfect colour for me. When I actually opened it and it had leaked a little bit, I thought, oh, that's a little bit runny. But actually, when I've popped it on my hand, it actually feels really lovely. The formulation feels, well, it's full coverage. You can see that from the little swatch that I popped on there. And all I did was just stamp the, stamp that on my hand. I didn't need to squeeze any out. So, and that has definitely got a pink tone to it. You can see that. So that's F4 in the full cover Camouflage foundation. So that's that one. I'm really actually looking forward to that because that looks really, really good. Okay, so that's the first product. The next one to go with that, I picked up the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer. Let me just wipe my hands now because I've got the foundation all on my hand. There we go. Now, when I received this, I was a little bit surprised at the size, but then I thought about it and it was £5, which is, what was the other one? Their foundation that everybody's loving at the moment, the Concealer and Define, is £4. So this is £5. This is what you get. Let me just compare the foundation. Now, in the foundation, you're getting 25ml, and in the concealer, you're getting 8.5ml. That's how they compare size-wise. So I was a little bit surprised, but then I thought to myself, well, actually, you know, this is a concealer. I'm not going to need a great deal of product, hopefully. And if it's as good as the foundation looks, let me just squeeze a little bit of this out. This doesn't seem quite as runny as the foundation does. It came out very nicely and it didn't really, so there's the foundation, there's the concealer there. So I got them both in F4, and that's the shade that I'm really liking in the stick foundation. So that's what I went for. So yeah, really like the consistency, like the colour. Like I said, F4 is more of your pink tone. Really like that they are definitely going to be full coverage. I mean, they've covered, you can see they've covered everything on my hand, concealer and foundation. So I'll just tell you again, the top one is concealer, the bottom one is foundation, and in fact the concealer I only had to put a tiny little dot of product, and that's what you get. So that is very impressive. So although initially I thought £5, not getting a great deal of product, I think that concealer, a little of that is going to go a long way. Now, if you've been watching my videos recently, I have been trying to get my hands on the Dropper foundation from Primark without success. So I've given up that. I didn't try the NYX one because I thought that that was quite expensive. And I went with the Revolution Pro foundation drops. Now I'm really excited about this. I really, again, love the packaging. It's very simple, but it's very effective. It looks very elegant and I just absolutely love it. Now, if you've got the liquid highlight, this is very much the size that you've got or you can expect with this foundation. You're getting 18ml of product, and again I went with F4. So let me just share this with you. So you pull this, and what I really like about this is that it's not, I mean, it stands there. There is like a little stopper in there that stops it, so you don't bring out, you know, a hefty amount of product. Now I'm just going to dot that there because all I want is a little swatch to share with you. It's a little bit looser and runnier, I would say, than the first foundation. Obviously it's a dropper. so you'd expect that. And there's where are we? There's F4. So that's the, let me just go through it again, because I think me turning my hand upside down, it may have confused me. So that is the foundation, that's the concealer. Let me just start again. That's the foundation, the first Camouflage foundation, that's the concealer, and then this one here is the dropper foundation. They're all F4. They have got that pink tone to it, so I hope that's helped a little bit if you're confused about F4 and F5. So F5, if you want to, you can see the swatches on my Instagram of the concealer, and they match the foundation stick and they also match these, so that will give you the colour. At the moment they all look like they have a dewy finish. I mean, I've now had that Camouflage foundation on my hand for a while and it has got that dewiness to it. I hope that I can probably powder that down. Like I say, I'm looking for a foundation that gives me a little bit of dewiness but not too much. So that's that one. Let me just put that outside of the box. Now moving on to a highlighter palette. They had some fantastic products, and to be honest, I could have ordered them all, and I probably will actually order most of them. This is my first order. I have got another one as well, and I'm very, very excited about this, as you can tell. So this is the Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette. Now I believe that there were two of these. I went for more of the pink tones, and I think, I mean, I can't guarantee that I've got the prices right, but of course I'll have all the links down below. On the dispatch note, they never have the prices on there, so it's pointless me looking at that. You don't want me to keep looking at the iPad. So off the top of my head, this is £6, I believe. This again, yeah, it's in rose gold. Now this again, the packaging is very elegant, very expensive looking. It reminds me a little bit, now MAC always has this black packaging and it's quite simple packaging as well, and I find that the more simple packaging that you have on things, the more expensive they seem, and I really like the black packaging. And then you've got that little bit of shininess or ridged or ribbed shininess going through it with the product name there, and then rose gold. Really like the fact that they've gone to the trouble of adding the shade on the front, because if you have this in a drawer and you've got two of these, then you don't even have to, you know, you don't have to turn it around. You can see that there. So really love the packaging. When you open it up, now the only difference or only thing that I would say was a little bit of a criticism with this did have some tape to it, I believe, and I removed that, and then when you open it, there's nothing in there at all to protect the product. So even though I find those like plastic acetone sheets a little bit annoying, I think once these go into Superdrug, it may be, you know, that they will get tampered with. That is a bit of a bugbear with mine. But anyway, you can see the shades. They are absolutely stunning. Like I say, this is rose gold. Had to go for the rosy shades, and I just absolutely love them. Now, although yes, I thought, oh, it's just going to be another rosy palette, it's just beautiful. You've got a duochrome shade there, which you're probably not going to be able to see. That's duochrome. It's like gold and pink, obviously rose gold. You've got a really light one there. You have got like a peachy golden neutral shade there, and then you've got the deeper, again, that one looks a bit like a duochrome, but not as much as that one. And yeah, really, really love the look of that, and I cannot wait to try all of these things out for you. What I would actually like you to do down below is, if you see something that you really want me to test out, please, you know, let me know down below. I also went for another highlight palette, and I do love, you know, when brands bring out new ranges, and I do like to test a lot of the products. So that one reminded me, you know, like of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, that kind of thing. And then I went for this because I really liked the design of it, and it is the Revolution Pro Supreme highlighter in metal. And they had 3 of these. I believe they had more of a one that was called Ice, I believe, and I can't remember the other one. Was it gold? But anyway, I went for this one metal, and it looks like this. Again, really love the packaging. Very simple but effective, and even though it's in one of these plastic palettes, it just looks very different. The corners aren't sharp. It just looks really, really beautiful actually. So when I open it up, and the packaging actually feels fairly sturdy as well, it doesn't feel cheap. Inside you've got this golden copper shade, you've got more of this light champagne gold, and then you've got this, it's like a rosier gold. All shades that I absolutely love. And of course, if these are a little bit too deep for you, or there's one in here that you particularly like, the others can be used for eyeshadow. I just think the look of it is beautiful. I love the ridges on the actual, you know, print. It just looks like liquid gold, doesn't it? Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Next, I went for an eyeshadow palette, a smaller one, and I think I'm going to have to get more of these because they look amazing. This is the Revolution Pro Supreme Eyeshadow in Intoxicate. I think this was £6, and again it's in exactly the same kind of packaging as the highlight palette I just shared with you, but inside the eyeshadows are like this. So they could have just popped them in there as, you know, flat pans, but they haven't. They are ridged again, and I absolutely love the shades. They look very intense, especially 2 of them. They look like satin. No, in fact, those, yeah, it is those 2. Those ones just look like they're wet because they're so shimmery. These ones are your matte shades. You've got, there's a shimmer one there, but it doesn't seem to catch the light quite as much as these 2. And then the last one is, it could be a matte, it could be, you know, what I call a velvet, but until I test it out I can't really tell, but it's just absolutely beautiful. And there's a close-up, so you can see that close-up if you're trying to make your mind up, is this one for you? Absolutely beautiful. So that one was Intoxicate. Now these last 3 products I'm very, and they're not just 3 products, obviously I've got, they're like lipsticks and things. The last 3 items I suppose that I want to share with you are the ones that I'm most excited about, and I think I'm going to go for the lipsticks. Now I'm actually wearing one today. I hope I'm going to be able to read what it says on the ticket, but if it doesn't, what I'll do is I will just add it down below in the order that I'm telling you, because the only place that you can see the name, from what I can see, is on the actual little sticker, and I'm finding it quite difficult to read it. But that's my eyesight. It's nothing to do with what they've, you know, how they've put it. So this, when I first opened this morning, I thought, wow. And I cannot believe the price of these. Now it is the liquid lipsticks, but I don't know what the actual name is. Let's have a look. Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigment. And I think this one is in Ardent. And I'm going to swatch all of these, but I will do a proper lip try on of these as well. Now this is the packaging. When I saw this on the website, I thought that it was just going to be an outer box that they were showing, but no, this is actually what they look like. I've never seen packaging, I don't think, like this. I think it's so expensive looking. I think it's something different. I love that you can see the actual shade there. I just absolutely love it, and it's only £4. Just amazing. I think it looks so expensive. And like I say, there's no sticker on the bottom giving you the shade. So this, I think, is called Ardent, I think. And the doe foot applicator is quite flat. But another thing is, that it bends on application. Now I'm wearing one of these now. It's not in this shade, I don't think. But it's, when you apply it, the doe foot applicator, because it's rounded, it really does line the lip perfectly, and it also bends. Now I'll just swatch it on my hand, but I'll be able to, can you see that? It bends. So it makes it very, very comfortable to apply, and I wasn't expecting that bend at all in the doe foot. Now this is, I think it's Ardent. Yeah, like I say, my eyesight is not as good as it once was, so that's Ardent. The next one is called Elevator, and it looks like this. It's shiny, so it is difficult. So this is it Elevator? Elevation, sorry, Elevation. So again, you've got the same doe foot. Now these don't particularly smell of anything. There is a faint scent, but it's not of chemicals, and it's not also of vanilla. It's just, you know, if you don't like scents, you are going to love these. So this is Elevation. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a rich, I don't know, it's a rich, I'm not very good with explaining colours, but it's like a rich, deep browny red. Love it. The next one is called, is it Fervent? Foresight, sorry. Foresight, and it looks like that. So let's swatch this one. So that's Foresight. Again, it's a beautiful, rich burgundy. It looks a lot redder on camera, but it's got a little bit of a plum tone to it as well. I love the consistency. Like I say, this is one of the, I'm wearing one of the pigments now actually. It has dried down matte, but it feels like you've actually put on a very, very expensive lip product. There's no dryness. It's very lightweight. It doesn't dry your lips. You know, like when you then talk, you can feel it, and you can feel like it's a little bit dry and perhaps crunchy. But it's not like that at all. It's very, very comfortable, beautiful. The next one is called, is it Premonition? I think it might be. Like I say, my eyes are quite bad today, and they need a rest, I think. So this one is this one. And it looks like that. Absolutely beautiful. It's more brown, but it's like a red brown. Gorgeous. And the next one is called, I think it's Visionary, and it looks like that. So it's much more of a nude colour. Matches my nails actually by the look of it. I think this is the one I'm wearing, but wait until you've seen the last one, because it might not be. So that's, I think it's called Visionary. So that's Visionary. It's a beautiful nude pink colour. I think it's the one. I'm not quite up on the names, and I put one on that I thought would match my eye look. And then the last one, it was Visionary. This one is Veil, which is more of your nude brown colour. Yeah. It's not until you actually open them properly and look at the doe foot applicator that you can see the shade. So this is Veil. So it's quite similar to a Visionary, but it's more of your nude brown, where that's your nude pink. And this is Visionary on my lips. I absolutely love the formulation, and I went with 6 to start with, and I've gone for quite a bright shade. Now I really like this first shade, the raspberry shade, because it's like a warm pink but it's quite bright as well, and I really love the shades that they've come out with. Now, usually when you look at a liquid lipstick brand, and it doesn't matter whose it is, you know, that I've purchased from, they tend to go with nudes, they tend to go with the deeper tones, but they miss out those medium tones. So although this is a nude shade for me, it's actually a very wearable nude. I can't wear really light tones. They really wash me out and make me look quite ill, as I've mentioned before. Now, the next three are palettes. They've come out with a larger, so this was the smaller palettes that they've come out with, had to get that. And then they brought out their larger palettes as well. And there are also some eyeshadows that you can purchase to put in a palette. But these are the larger palettes, and I had to go with this. Now, actually, I'm going to leave that one till the end, and you'll see why in a moment. Now, I've picked up three. I'm probably going to buy the rest if these are as good as they look. And they're called the Revolution Pro Regeneration. And this one is called Unleashed. They are £8 each, which I think is an absolute bargain. You're getting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 shades, and it looks like this. So this is Unleashed. I'll put it quite, in fact, I'm going to open it. You've got that clear lid, and I'm going to put it quite close so that you can see the shades. So if you are interested in this one, so like I say, it's Unleashed. Then this one is £8. You've got some nudes in here, you've got some deeper tones, you've got a black, you've got a cream. The black is matte, the cream is a little bit shimmery, not as intense as the bottom shade there, but yeah, absolutely stunning. Again, the eyeshadow ranges that they've got, or the eyeshadow colours that they've gone for, are unusual because although they don't look perhaps particularly unusual, they are unusual because you usually get palettes now that are all one tone. So they're either all like orange or all pink or all something like that. But the tones in here are very, well, I think they're very much up my alley, definitely shades that I want to wear, but they're unusual in the fact of the tones and the shades that they've gone for, because you've got purple and pinks in here, but I don't know, it just seems a little bit different to me. I've certainly not got a palette in my collection with these shades. I particularly like this tone here, beautiful, and I'm really into purples at the moment. I'm still wearing that dynamic palette today. Absolutely gorgeous. I think what I'm going to do is share them with you, and then I'll do a video dedicated to each one. The next one is called Mirage, and I'll open it up and put it really close again so you can see what this one's like. So this one is Mirage. So I really like the fact that in here you've got those really warm pinks, you've got an orange, you've got a charcoal in this one, and so you've got a charcoal and you've got a neutral. Where is it? This one here is a neutral. That would work really well as setting the eye. I do like palettes where you have got everything in there, because obviously you put your base on, you want that eyeshadow, and I really like the fact that they've got a really deep shade, they've also got a really light shade. Now the last one, as soon as I saw it, I thought, I've seen that somewhere before, and it's called Revelation, and it really reminds me of the first Huda Beauty palette. So I don't know if it's going to be a dupe. I don't have that original Huda Beauty palette because I'm not going to spend £56 on an eyeshadow palette, and I've spoken about that before on my channel. Not when brands are bringing out fantastic palettes like this. Now if you do love that Huda Beauty, you're going to love this. So like I say, it's called Revelation. I will open it for you and put it very close to the camera again. So as you can see, rather than the Huda one, I think the shimmers are up here. This one, they're all down here, but the colours look very I mean, obviously they're not totally spot on, but they look very, very similar. And if you're like me and you're not going to spend £56 on one palette, but you want that look, I think this one is going to give that to you. It's amazing, and I can't wait to do a look with that one. Now, the last two products that I want to share with you, I have been wanting to try this kind of a product for a long, long while, and I haven't tried it because either it just looks a little bit scary to me, and you'll see why in a minute. Not only that, whenever I go into, and they brought a new range out in Superdrug, but they're all sold out of what I would like to wear. But Revolution Pro have brought out their own, and I had to get both. Now I think these are £6, and they are eyeshadow glitters. This one here is called Glisten Here. I really like the names of these, and I just can't believe the value for money. You get 5 pans in each little set, and I just think the colours are amazing. Again, the design team on all of this range has done a fantastic job. Now, £6, I mean, what is that? That is £1 and something or other. £1.20 for, is it, yeah, £1.20 for each shadow. £1.20 for a glitter eyeshadow. I think that's absolutely amazing, and the colours are phenomenal. So you've got your light pink, again, that matches my nails. You've got the deeper pink. You've got a beautiful yellowy gold. You've got more of a copper colour, and then you've got that beautiful bright red, which reminds me again of Dorothy's slippers from The Wizard of Oz. I just think the colours are amazing. The price is incredible, and I cannot wait to share a look with these. So the next one is called Glisten Up, and this one is more of your cooler tones, your blues and your greys. And then there's one in there that looks again very much like my nail, but it's actually not. It's a mixture of different colours. So there are those. Now I am going to get this one out. I'm going to test one on my hand actually. I've never worn glitters, and this is why I'm so excited about this. I cannot believe it actually. Now it's just like their other single eyeshadows that you pop into the palette. Obviously I've got to be very careful, I don't want to drop this, but they look incredible. They look better in real life than even the camera is showing, and they look amazing on camera from what I can see. So I'm going to try out, I think I'm going to go for that red, and I'm going to do a little swatch of that. Let me just move this. I'm just so excited about it. I don't know if you have to use glitter glue or anything like that, but yeah, I'm excited. So this is the red one. Wow, that is definitely, I think I'm going to have to get some glitter glue, although it has stuck to my arm very well. So that is the red. You can see that it's definitely glitter. I've always been a little bit concerned about putting glitter on my eyes, but these look very, very finely milled. You can see that. Not only that, I trust this brand 100%. I've used nearly every single product, and like I say, I trust them, and I cannot wait to try this, but I will need a glitter glue. I don't think I've seen one on there. I mean, I've never used this kind of a product before, so I would really love your thoughts down below. Do I need a glitter glue? What do I need to prime my eye before I apply this? So there's the red, which is definitely making me think of Dorothy's slippers in The Wizard of Oz. I'm just going to take that off so that I can, otherwise I'm going to get it all over my jumper. So far I'm really impressed. Like I say, I've got another order. I'll be sharing those products as well. I'm really impressed, and I've just applied this. This has been on now about an hour. It is amazing. I love the colour. I just love the whole range. I love this brand, as you know, and I couldn't wait to share these with you. So if you could mention down below what you would like to see a tutorial on first of all, and of course I will be sharing all of these products with you, so that if you are interested in making a purchase, obviously you can wait for those, or of course you've seen them all today. So I hope that has helped you somewhat in making your decision. So do list down below what you would like to see first. Obviously the one that gets the most votes, I'll do that tomorrow. And yeah, I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this range. What have you ordered? What are you excited about? And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, please do subscribe to watch further videos. I don't think you'll want to miss this little collection of videos over the next few days. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.